Namaskar, dear devotees and friends. This Wednesday evening we will be studying the Panchama Veda, the Gospel of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. We will be reading from the 895, the English Gospel, 895 page, and Bengali 969. Let us begin with that mantra. Tabo kathamritam tapta jivanam kabibhiriditam kalmashapaham sravana mangalam srimadatatam bhubi grinanti e bhurida janaha. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, as long as he was in his physical body, and after his long spiritual practice, that he showed to the human society how to control the external and internal nature. As Swami Vivekananda afterwards gave that the spirituality, the divinity is already within us. The divinity had to be manifested by controlling nature, external and internal. He said each soul is potentially divine. The goal is to manifest the divinity within by controlling nature. Then when we are controlling our nature, external and internal, how it is, we see the life of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. That is why whenever someone comes to learn about the spirituality, religion, Hinduism, I always suggest that you better read the biography of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. It is a demonstration of a human transforming into God, a perfect demonstration. And you need not to go to any sophisticated place. In a very simple, humble place by the side of on the bank of the Ganga near Kolkata, he was under a tree, and mostly he did all the practices over there. But that was so intense, because all the cravings, of course, I don't believe that Sri Ramakrishna was having all those things. He was only showing us. But we are having, because of our past karma phala, all the desires. That is all there. Some are surfaced, some are hidden, and slowly that will also come up. That's why the more we try to purify our mind, and we try to purify means we try to withdraw our attachment from the worldly objects. That is called the purification. So we always think the purification means something like going and bathing in the Ganga or a holy place, visiting and all that. That is, of course, that helps. But the real purity means no attachment or aversion also for the worldly objects. But we don't consider that at all, the name, fame, and all the physical comfort, nothing. So that, how one can overcome, Sri Ramakrishna demonstrated that. And then he is mentioning, that in one place we heard that he is mentioning, how can a man who has the grace of God lack knowledge? Knowledge means we think that we should study some scripture, some books, and mostly those who give the talk. And nowadays, so many people, they are giving the speeches on the religion. They will be dropping the names. Oh, he said this, he said that, this is in the microbiologist and these, that, so many. The people will be thinking, oh my God, such a knowledgeable. But that, nothing. It is the realization, a person who has realized. And in Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he is mentioning in this way. And in one place he is mentioning, Sir, after hearing your words, a group of Pandits, the scholars, they came to talk to Sri Ramakrishna, argue with him. Sri Ramakrishna never attended any school. Forget about studying the scripture. And these great scholars, they all came to talk to him, to argue with him. And after that, one of the famous person is mentioning said, after hearing your words, all that we have studied before our knowledge, have studied before our knowledge and scholarship has proved to be mere spittle. Now we realize that a man does not lack wisdom if he has the grace of God. The fool becomes the wise and the mute eloquent. Pungum langayate grim, but in the Bhagavad Gita it says, Tat kripa tamoham bande paramananda madhavam. That one person who is the lame can cross even the Himalaya, the mountain, if the grace is there. So that power is that Lord. Why Bhagavan is mentioning this? To generate faith. We always think that if a powerful man is there behind me, then if we get the support, we will be successful. It is not. It is the God who supports. In the next page we find 891, he is mentioning, once I said to Mathur Babu, don't think that I have achieved my desired end because you, a rich man, show me respect. See that very clear. Then sometimes we think if the rich people or the accomplished people are with me, supporting me, then only the world will accept me and I will be successful. Maybe in the worldly affair it may be. But in the spiritual life, no, it is not. That's why Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is mentioning very clearly to Mathur. Maybe Mathur was thinking, because he is the landlord, he was supporting Sri Ramakrishna, to purify his mind, to help him to grow into spirituality, and to clear it for us all. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna mentioned, I said to Mathur, don't think that I have achieved my desired end because you, a rich man, show me respect. It matters very little to me whether you obey me or not. This is actual spirituality. That we always think that, oh, the rich man, if he goes against me, then what will happen, these and that. But those who are depending on God never cares about it, because they know God will send it. If God wants, everyone is on their knees before you. So that is the faith. Why Sri Ramakrishna is mentioning these? To generate faith within us and a conviction that the God is all power. God is the most powerful and all powerful. And that is why if we have that faith, and naturally the confidence will also come, I am also the part and parcel of the God, same God. Only this moment I am a bit confused. So let me purify my mind, that's all. And what is the purification again? I have to put all my soul, mind and soul to the God, or thinking about God, praying to God, talking to God, and all that. Whatever I am doing, offering to God. So that is the way. Now some people sometimes write to me that when we are taking the name of God, how it is possible to think about the qualities of God. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna mentioned very clearly that Nama and Guna Kirtana. Nama, the name of the God, and the Guna, the qualities of God. Is it possible at a time? When you are meditating and taking the name of God, suppose you are just Omkara, and then you see that Om, you are uttering the mantra within yourself, and you are visualizing that Omkara within yourself, and at the same time you are thinking Om is the word form of Brahman, which is all pervading, all knowledge, all strength, eternal, all that. So that is the Nama and Guna Kirtana. Those who are taking the holy name of Sri Rama, so what is the quality of Sri Ramachandra? Truthfulness. He always said, once you have taken the promise, given the word, you should not break it. Even if you die to keep those words, you must keep those words. Whatever may be the problem, you have to, because I have given the word, I must keep those words. So this is called the Nama and Guna. And one is a very nice question he asked. Then what about the goddess Kali? Some people, they worship Kali, Durga. We don't think that that is a historical figure, Kali. Then what is the quality of goddess Kali? The dispersing the ignorance. We do not know the goddess Kali. Mostly is a wrong conception. The goddess Kali is cutting the head of the demons and nothing like that. It's a story. But who are those demons? Bad thoughts, bad activities, our anger, our ego, our lust, all those are the demons. And the mother is cutting them to pieces so that we become free from that. So that mother is giving us the freedom. Her sword that she is holding is a sword of knowledge. So if you are thinking, taking the name of the Mother Kali, meditating on the form of Mother Kali, and also thinking the qualities of the Mother, then only those qualities will come within us and will be transformed. If you have noticed that in the Bhagavad Gita 16th chapter, first 3 verses, Lord Krishna very clearly mentioning about the 26 divine qualities. So those who are really interested in developing the spiritual life, whether I see a dream in the night or not, whether I see a vision or not, whether I see the light or not, if we can develop those 26 qualities, forget about 26, 6 qualities out of 26, you will think that, you will see that how much transformation has come. Adveshta, Sarva Bhutana, Maitra, Karuna, Eva, all these qualities that is also there in the 15th chapter, 16th chapter, if we can imbibe that. What is spirituality then? Is imbibing the good qualities. And what is the good qualities? Sattva. That is exactly what Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna will teach us today. The Sattva Guna. That today the disinterested action grows into pure Sattva. That is the title that I have given of the talk. Disinterested action. Now, particularly at this age, in the Kali Yuga, we cannot sit quiet. We have to do some work. And when that work means action, reaction, and the result of the action. So these are all there. So if I am doing something, the result will come to me, good or bad, whatever. So some people, they thought, why not stop performing any action? But you cannot sit quietly. Your mind is thinking. The thoughts are also action. Then when you are thinking, that is also generating the result. So what to do? That is why Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is mentioning that in the English book, page number 895, disinterested action grows into pure consciousness. So when we are performing action and then offering it to God, and slowly, because action means Raja is also necessary. I is necessary. I am doing. I shall do. I must perform. That is also necessary. So when that is there, the slowly, ego, that Raja is there. But when I am offering those things to the feet of God, that action will purify my mind and I will become Sattvaguni. And that is required. And that is the last phase. Before liberation, that is the last phase. Sattva guna has to be generated. And when we perform that sattva guna, find the sattva guna, we can understand that we are not actually, previously I used to become very angry, or I used to criticize people. Now I find it's okay, he is like that or she is like that. That is the way when sattva guna comes, it purifies my mind. I start loving people. Even though they are not my friends, even though they are my critic, maybe enemies, they don't like me, it doesn't matter, okay. On the practical level, we can avoid them, but at the same time, we are not against them. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said to the Mathur Babu, don't think because of you I am here. So, as because the Mathur Babu gave the shelter, Mathur Babu gave all support, and that's why Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna could perform all those austerities. Suppose Mathur Babu was not there, do you think that Sri Ramakrishna would not have been Sri Ramakrishna? No. Somebody else would have come. It was the great luck for the Mathur Babu that he was there to serve God. We have seen in our life also. The devotees are coming, people are coming, helping us for some time, and then next generation, next people, flow is coming. Why they are coming? Not for me. It is the God that wills that God, he should come, he should perform, he should also get the blessings of God because of his good karma phala. He is coming in the ashrama, performing some action, and then going out like this. If we make the mistake and we think that I am performing, without me this ashram cannot run, wherever, whether a monk or a devotee, now he will be completely away from that scenario. They won't be there. We have seen it so many times. So practically also we have seen that in the spiritual level that power works. So when the Mathur Babu is there to support Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, it was not that Mathur Babu was blessed. He was chosen by the God. That much. If the Mathur Babu was not there, somebody else would have been there. So this Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said, and he was telling, a man must have some kind of faith before he undertakes a work. Some kind of faith. Now, two ways we can explain this. Oh, I am going to finish this job, finish this work. I can do it. And this will help me in my own way, and at the same time, it will help the society too. So that is the purpose of the work. Bad and good. That those people who are bad, that like to destroy the countries and kill the people, they also have something. But we are not talking about those things. We are talking about the development of the spirituality. And spirituality is all love and unselfishness. And not only that, same-sightedness, samadharshitva. This is a unique concept. The religion is an unique concept. Through really, if we practice religion, as Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is guiding and also the other religious leaders, if we truly practice that, not only I become blessed, all around me people will be really, really happy. And what do you want in our life? All over the world, if we look, we want only happiness. But I don't know why the people can't get that. Only little food should be available, and the home should be, houses should be there, and the job should be a little bit of misunderstanding, that all be there. But we can transform this world as we always imagine the heaven. This world can be heaven. Only understanding these things. But why we can't do that? Because our leaders can't understand that. Because leaders are not coming under the influence or the understanding of this knowledge. And that is why we should try to give, when they're all children all over the world should learn, should study all different faiths through the stories All faiths are having the wonderful stories. If all over the world, I don't know whether UNESCO can take up the work or not, each and every children all over the world, in every country, should learn about the other religions, other people. We of course learn the geography, history. It's nothing like that. It should be some stories by which we can understand them and start loving them. And when those people all over the world, some of them, they will be the leaders in those societies. And if that background is there, they won't be behaving in this way, I'm sure. Because that knowledge, that background, if it is there, it will change. And that is the main reason the avatara, they come. They like to transform the mind. And particularly at this age, when Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he has advented, is a very, very challenging, because it is a Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga means all selfishness. Now you have to break that selfishness and have to give them unselfishness, so which is a very difficult task. So we are studying the gospel of Sri Ramakrishna not as some of the holy book we must read, not like that. These are the sources by which we can transform ourselves, and also we can reflect that into the society. That is the reason we try our best. And Swami Vivekananda very excellently put it, and that is the motto of the Ramakrishna Mission monks and nuns: Atmana Moksha Jagat Hita. Swami Vivekananda says, Atmana Mokshartham Jagat Hitaya Cha. Cha means and. What is that Atma Moksha? I should be happy. And what is the Jagat Hita? I must make the world happy. That's all. So these are the two objects. I should be happy and nobody else. There's a very selfish attitude. I should be safe and my children should be safe and they should enjoy everything. Let all people suffer, I don't mind. That is the most selfish thing. And that is the reason we should slowly, and a man must have some kind of faith before he undertakes the work. So when we are thinking God is there, He is the source of joy, He is the source of happiness. So this, they say, they talk about the Brahman, is the Vedantic terminology. Those who follow the path of knowledge in Hinduism, they say their goal is Brahman. What is that Brahman? Very difficult to explain. So they try to give some hint about that. Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam. Satyam means eternal. Jnanam, knowledge. Anantam, unchanging, and that is also eternity. So this Ananta, we cannot fathom. There is no beginning, no end of it. It is always there. So we can have some conception. When you hear about these words, Satyam, okay, the eternal, that means like the Himalaya, like the sun. So like that we always try to think a little bit of that. It is not like that, though we can have the conception, it's for a long period of time. So that is the conception we can grow. That's why they say Satyam. Or otherwise they say Sat Chit Ananda. Brahman Sat Chit Ananda Sarupa. Sat means again the eternity, Chit is the knowledge, and Ananda. And when we talk about the Ananda, we understand it. Because whatever a little joy that we gain from the worldly things, when you are tasting some ice cream, we get some happiness, we get some joy. When it is outside is very hot, we come and enter into an AC room, we feel happy. So we feel the Ananda. Then with friends, with relatives, Ananda. We have the conception of Ananda. Then about the knowledge also we have that. Knowledge means if we understand this, it is so easy. So this time when he went to the New Zealand, that the Swami, he has purchased a huge plot of land, 150 acres or so. I saw a wonderful thing. There, he kept outside a grass cutter. It's a small machine, maybe made by China also, he was mentioning, and varieties of the heavy duty and the less light duty. Nobody is there around. He just gave and you should know how to instruct that machine. So you have to give a map of your property and where you like to cut the grasses. Just you give that map to the machine and put it on. You won't believe day and night the small little machine going on cutting the grasses. And it knows the right of the eastern side I did in the Monday and the western side in the Wednesday, like that it will be cutting. And every week it will be rotating the whole area, huge area. It is neat and clean. And sometimes for the battery charges, the machine itself will go, there is a battery charger. It will go and stand over there, charge itself, and then it will move. And suppose you go near it, it will change the course, it will hurt you. Just like a living thing. But nowadays all machineries are coming. So, but you have to know how to operate that machine. If you don't know, that machine will be standing over there and it will be nuisance then. So that knowledge should be there. I am operating that machine means I should know how to put the mapping. And if you can't do that, then they're useless. So here also, when we see the Satchid Ananda Sarupa, that is eternal and the knowledge and the Ananda, I don't like to die. So I must be the part of that. And how to realize that eternity. Even this body goes away, my mind which is subtle, my thought which is subtle, and my soul which is subtlest, I must be there. So how to reach over there? Jnanam, the external knowledges are there. There must be something internal knowledge. That's why these people who are getting worshipped as the God, like the Jesus Christ, like the Buddha, like the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, what they have done? They have not discovered anything. Neither the electrical car or anything, nothing they have discovered. Now what they have discovered is the peace. How they have discovered? By closing their eyes, withdrawing the mind from the objects of this world, that's all. So I can also do that. Then what is the result? Ananda. And that is exactly I am pursuing all through my life. So if we can do that, we have to work in this way. Then the Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he is mentioning that thou workest thine own work, men only call it theirs. Now this is the problem. Who is asking me to perform? It is God. Now sometimes people they ask, if God is doing everything, then what is the necessary to practice spirituality? That is true. But you know, there are two things. When we are thinking that we are performing, then the result should come to us. And when we think that I am not doing anything, result will not come to us. Good or bad, nothing will come. But if you only take the good and don't like to take the bad, that won't do. If you are accepting the applauses, appreciation, be ready to get the criticism also. There will be some people. The critics will be there. Rabindranath Tagore in that India, in Bengal particularly, he was a great poet, but he had the critics. But ask those critics to write a poem like Rabindranath, they won't be able to. There are the singers, very good singers. They have the critics. And the critic will say, the soft thing should have been, but she or he could not do that. Ask that gentleman, the critic, to sing in that way. He won't be. But the critic will be there. The grammar is always there. They follow the grammar and they are But if you think, oh my God, they are criticizing, then what will happen to me? Nothing. They are doing their own work. That is okay. I sing for my own joy. Sing in that way. If you go and tell a bird, hey, you are singing in a wrong tune, you should not sing, what the bird will, he'll look at you and then fly away. It is singing only for itself. And that is the way we should work. I do work, perform my work for my own happiness, which the happiness for the God who is within me. So, when I am performing, I am happy that God is accepting it. If we don't feel that God is becoming happy within me, that for sure that you are not performing the work properly. That is not the work that God wants you to do. Anyone, whatever work that you are doing, you will feel the inside there is a happiness. It is not harming anyone, rather helping many. That means the God is liking it. So He wants you to perform that. And because of His power and knowledge, you are getting all the knowledge and the energy to perform that. But if you are doing something wrong, then you will never ever feel that I am really doing something good for the people. No. Those who discovered the atomic power, they never wanted that it should be used for the destruction. No. They were scientists. They wanted that power should be used for the generating many other things. But now some people use that. That is the same, the religion also. Religion is a tremendous power. But some people will use that for their own benefit. And if you can't understand that, then what to do? You will have to suffer. That thought should be there, intelligence should be there. Religion means peace, happiness, helpfulness, and not criticism, not anger, not killing. It has nothing to do with the religion, whatever may be the religion, whatever may be the God. Religion means Love. Whether I go to this church or that mosque or this synagogue or that temple, it doesn't matter. I am growing into love. That is religion. And if I learn something which is completely different than that, hatred, anger, I don't know. I don't believe that can be religion. I don't believe in that. I believe religion means Love. If that is not generating, I think it is better to stop and then practice something else. That is no problem. But don't practice hatred in the name of religion. It is not necessary. Hatred you can generate. Hatred you can practice. You can always kill people. That is your thing, your decision. But if you do that, don't do in the name of God. Because God is nothing but love. God is nothing but unselfishness. And how we will realize that? Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is mentioning that you must practice that. When a man develops pure Sattva, he thinks only of God. He does not enjoy anything else. Some are born with pure Sattva as a result of their prarabdha karma. Some are very pure Sattva. The people don't understand them. They think, oh, they are not fit for the present the society. They are not practical. They are very much practical. And they enjoy. Because in the religion, the Sattva means not only he enjoys, wherever he goes, he emanates that. And people will come to him and then talk to that person. It goes like that. Love for love's sake, as we heard it in the last time and the last Wednesday. Love for love's sake. I love a baby. It doesn't mean that baby also gives some love to me. I love this human society. Doesn't mean that they should also appreciate me, remember me, make an image of me, and then put the garland on that. No. If you're expecting, that is not pure love. So I love for love's sake. Friends, just close your eyes and try to imagine this. Love for love's sake, and that is purity, and that is Sattva. When you talk about purity, this is this. The Lord Jesus said, "Blessed are those who are pure in heart, for they shall see God." What is that purity? This love. When the love is there, there is no question of hatred. When the light is there, no question of darkness. Similarly, when this joy is there, joy of unselfishness. But how to perform? Every work that I do, every prayer that I pray, every thought that I think, every place that I visit, every help that I do, always should be offered to God. That is the practice. That is called nishkama karma. Kama means desire. Karma means work. So, no desire is there, but I am performing work. So, disinterested. I am not interested in the result of the work. Disinterested work means unselfish work. So, the translator used this word disinterested. So, I am not interested in what? In the result of the work. Then what I am going to do with the result which is coming to me? I give it to somebody else. What is that? Who is that somebody? God. I told God, you asked me to perform this, and after that it has come, now it is yours, you take it. So this is the way if I perform. But if I expect that somebody should appreciate me, remember me, then those who are criticizing, that will also come to me. I remember when I discussed this, I just joined in the organization Ramakrishna Mission. I wanted to be a monk and then went to Cherrapunji. Many of you know that this name is a wonderful village on a hilly place in the Meghalaya in India. All the time there will be the fogs and sometimes when you are standing, all the clouds will be below you. You are not on the plane. You are standing on your maybe veranda, on your roof, and all this it will be, because there is a big gorge is there, so that the beautiful place. But whatever, I was newly joined. They asked me to go to the market, that is big market in the Guwahati. You have to drive the car long and very tedious the drive, and it's because it is the hilly road. Nowadays it has become wide. That was only one narrow path. But whatever. One day when I came back after doing all that, the shopping for the whole month, I found no one to welcome me. It was a foggy and very cold night, and I reached there, I think by 10:30, 11. Everybody was sleeping, and when I went, I was so hungry. As a brahmachari, as a novice, you are not supposed to eat in the shops also outside. So I was fasting almost the whole day. And then when I reached back, no one was there. So obviously the young mind, I was rebelling. What is it? Had it been in my father's house, somebody would have been there. First thing, they won't never allow me to go alone. And then when I come back, either mother or the auntie, someone will be there, and affectionately they will make the food warm and serve, and nobody was there. Friends, I'm talking about India. In India, mostly the ladies, they are so eager to serve. And in America, when you have to help yourself. That is a different scenario. And obviously, when I didn't find anyone there, so it was in my mind, oh, these people, they only ask me to work and never care for me. Next day morning, the in-charge Swami, who asked me to go to the Guwahati for purchasing things, he started asking, oh, you have purchased this thing with this much? No, 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 no. Last time when that other brahmachari went, he could get the same thing with a much cheaper rate. Oh, you are not like that. He was almost criticizing me. So that I became very, very angry. And how to show that I am angry? I declared that I am not going to eat the lunch, so that the people will feel that I am angry. But then nobody cared, of course. In the noontime, no one came to call. And in the afternoon, the Swami called me, and he gave me a cup of tea and some fruits and some biscuits and all. And then he told, you are angry because we are not appreciating your work, isn't it? Say, after thinking, and you are angry because we are not appreciating. If we had appreciated your work, oh, you have done so much, even in the night you couldn't get the proper food, so you would have been happy and there was no pain in your mind. This time you were suffering because, and you were angry because you are expecting appreciation from us. Then he said, don't ever wait to get the appreciation from Swami Gokulananda. His name was Gokulananda. He used to say, don't ever wait to get the appreciation from Swami Gokulananda. If you, then all through your life, you will suffer. Because I am a human being. But if you depend on God, on Ma Sharadamani Devi, on Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, on Swami Vivekananda, they will never fail you. And you will get the joy, maybe a stale food, but still you will enjoy that food. You will always find the joy bubbling within your heart. Try it. That is called Nishkama Karma. I am doing it for God. So I don't expect any appreciation from anyone. But I am 100% sure that I have given my best. I have tried in the best way possible for me. Maybe some people are much better than me, but I have performed it as best as possible for me. And oh God, it is good that you have chosen me to perform, and I offer it to you. I will try to do it much better way next time. So please give me the opportunity to serve you. Swami Vivekananda said, think yourself blessed because you have been chosen for this job. So these are the sources of energy. Sometimes some people, they want to know what is the energy, because these are the energies. You have been chosen by God to perform this work. Think yourself blessed. And not only that, Swamiji said, whoever will perform, will work for me, my power will enter into him. Vivekananda's power means the Shiva's power. So these are the way one can fix up a goal. So I am going to perform the work, unselfish work, disinterested work, and I should do it as best as possible, offer it to the God, and will never ever want for any result, wait for any result, or ask any result. If we can do that, what will happen? Sattva will grow. And Sattva is the source of happiness. When that Uddhava, he went to Bhagavan Krishna, then many other, all the discussions, Uddhava Gita, that means Uddhava and Krishna's dialogue. There, once the Lord Krishna, he is asking Uddhava, increase your Sattva. There also he said, as Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is mentioning, increase your Sattva. Then the Uddhava is asking, how I will know that Sattva Guna is developing within me? Then the Krishna said, you will, wherever they are discussing about me, you will love to go over there to listen to my talks about me. Because anyone, anywhere discussing about me, you will love to hear that. Anyone doing some work for me, you will love to become friend of that. So someone somewhere working for the God, helping other people, you should feel, oh, that's good. He's working for my God. Don't feel jealous. Most of us We are jealous. Why they should do like this? Why? I have seen even the monks are also. Why they are doing like that in their ashrama? We are not, as if they are too different. This is the human weaknesses. So those who are developing the spirituality, if we understand these loopholes, we can stop it. And the moment we can stop these loopholes, the water that comes, the blessings that comes, it will retain. And one day it will be fulfilled. It will be completely 100%. And then that blessed person will say, I am that. Then that is the ultimate. Aham Brahmasmi, that will be the ultimate word. So Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is mentioning that there is no harm in doing good to others in an unselfish spirit. There is no harm in doing good to others in an unselfish spirit. But when you do good to others, majority of the people, we expect that some result. So I gave you $100, but he never acknowledged me. He never mentioned that. Like this we always think. And then naturally, you are actually losing the best thing. I have done it. I am blessed that Lord had chosen me to perform that. So unselfish spirit. This is called unselfish action. Bhagavan Sri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, a whole chapter was dedicated on unselfish work. So that is the karma yoga. And afterwards, in the modern times, the disciple of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, Swami Vivekananda, gave a beautiful some classes, and it has been published in a book form, the Karma Yoga. Now, friends, karma, this is this particular in the modern time, we cannot go into the cave and sit all alone and meditate. It is not possible. In the Sattva Yuga, that would have been possible. The Treta and all that. Now, Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga means you have to earn something to sustain. No one will come and give you. Even if they give, they will expect something else from you. It is not with great devotion. They are giving you so that you are blessing them or praying for them or this or that. Some give and take. So obviously, if a person is coming with lot of list, that this holy man, I am going to give food, and that whatever the holy man has performed the good work, some result should come to me. Then sometimes some people, they say, I am touching your feet to get some good result. I told you can touch, but the thing is, are you sure that I am having some good thing? But I don't know. But anyway, but this way they always, I am touching your feet so that I can get something good from you. The give and take, not that I love you, respect you, and so I am coming to bow down to you. No. I appreciate the dedicated life, so I am coming to touch your feet. No. So this give and take is natural in the Kali Yuga. Obviously, we have to be very, very careful. And when we are helping people without expecting anything in return, but we should perform in a perfect way. Sometimes we see that some people, they are distributing, in India, the sarees. Then one day they show me the saree. I found that is so, the inferior quality. No one in our household, the sisters will wear that. They will never touch it even. But as because they are poor ladies, they don't have anything else, and we are giving them, and because with a packet and lot of pictures and then the advertisement, so we have done 2,000 sarees. Are they really? They can wear it, use it, and that we have. Give it for 500, give it to 200, but give the good thing, so that at least they will be happy. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said to Ma Sharadamani Devi, actually to all the ladies, They are the form of the Divine Mother. They like to dress up properly. ও শাস্তে ভালোবাসে মা সরস্বতী Saraswati Shaste Bhal. That means they like to dress up properly. And so we have to, whatever we give properly. Maybe 50 people, but give the best thing, good thing, so that she likes it, loves it. And maybe some other things also. But no, only to, of course, what to do? So much of population in our country, you cannot give it to 50, so 5,000 will come and stand there. So obviously demand and supply and all those things, but I feel whenever I am giving, I should give the best. Otherwise, because I am giving to God, I am not giving to a poor person, I am giving to God. That should be the attitude. The food should be properly given. Because I am giving to God. Can I give a food on the street? And if like that old food and that I cannot eat, so I give it. No. So that is the attitude. The unselfish work means, disinterested work means helping or working on the idea that I am actually doing puja in an external way. So we are the votaries of the God that lives in the form of poor, the downtrodden, the illiterate, the oppressed. We are the pujaris, votaries, worshippers of those gods. So Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said, if you can do that, then only you will get the result. Or otherwise, only publishing a big report, I don't know, Lord knows whether that will help you or not. But as far as I could understand this, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is telling, there is no harm in doing good to others in an unselfish way. This is called unselfish action. This is highly beneficial for a person to try to perform such action. But by no means all succeed, for it is very difficult. The karma yoga, people think it is so easy. So, Maharaj, I cannot meditate, but I do the karma yoga. Some people they say. Then karma yoga is really, really difficult. Why? It is not the worshipping inside the temple. Whatever the flower you offer to God, maybe that it is not smelling properly, maybe that is not good, maybe some of the insects are there inside the flower that you are offering and the insect is crawling on the body of the God. The God is sitting in the image and in the photo, no problem. Whatever food you offer, you know that God is not going to eat, so you give them But that is not the way. Some people, they purchase sweets. I have seen. They are purchasing. Acha, is anybody coming today to visit? Oh, those two. Okay, now we are 8 and those 2 will join, so 10. So purchase 10 sweets to offer to God, making it prasad. So they are counting their own number to offer to God. They are not counting God. Acha, okay, 10 for us and 1 for God? No, that is also not there. And they think that God will bless them because they don't think that God is there. So we have to have a faith. Why Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is saying all this? Because the faith in the existence of God. God is there, always, every time, every moment. And whatever is happening all around because of our karma phala, we should not blame God. And to overcome the karma phala, we have to listen to the divine words of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna that has been recorded by a great personality, Sri Ma, the Master Mahasaya, Mahendranath Gupta. And that has been certified by all the Ma Sharadamani Devi and all the direct disciples of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. So obviously, this is a great, wonderful book that we are studying. It's all truth. Only we have to understand it properly. Just we are reading and finishing. I have suggested one book to one of my disciples. He asked me what book I will read the gospel. The other day he said, I have completed the gospel. What is the next book? I told, go and see the library, whatever books are there, pick up and go on reading. So that is not the way one should read. One page is sufficient. One of our Swamiji used to say, I could not go to the third page. First and second page, every day I read and try to understand. Again I come back to understand. So I am not reaching the third page. He used to joke in that way, because there in the first and second page, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is asking, are you a Gyani? He is rebuking, scolding Master Mahashaya. Master Mahashaya, you know that conversation that he was asking, what about your wife? Is she? Then she said, no, she is. In those days, the ladies never went to school. So she is good but uneducated. Instead of uneducated, the Master Mahashaya said, Agyani. Then the Master Sri Ramakrishna rebuked him and saying, and you think you are Gyani? Master Mahashaya was wondering that he was the MA in those days from Calcutta University. So he was thinking that after passing MA, I am not Gyani. Then Sri Ramakrishna said, to know one is Jnana, to know many is Ajnana. It's a unique way to explain that God is one and God cannot be many. God is only one. He may be called as Jehovah, may be called as God, may be called as Buddha, may be called as Bhagavan, but He is one. So that is what we learn from Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna through disinterested action. Then he said, Sattva mixed with Raja. Disinterested action, but action means Raja, but mixed with Sattva. Why Sattva? Because I am not expecting the result. A pure Sattva Guni cannot work, because he is always absorbed in the love of God. Then no, the emotion will come. There any, oh, I have to perform this way, I should do that. He cannot think in that way. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna in his human body, he was pure Sattva. So he could not perform. So he asked Swami Vivekananda, and his spirit entered into Vivekananda. And Vivekananda mixed with Sattva and Raja performed. So that is why he mentioned, through disinterested action, Sattva mixed with Rajas gradually turns into pure Sattva. So whatever we are doing, whatever work that we do, then we come and offer it to God. In the houses, whatever we are functioning, God, you have kept me in the household, I have to go to my office, I have to earn some money to maintain my family, but I don't like to be in this world anymore. Give me pure Sattva. If we pray like this, wherever we are working, whatever work that we are doing, it doesn't matter at all. The Hindu religion, they always believe that it is the mind, not the external thing that we do. That's why a butcher, he became a Brahmagyani. And that butcher gave the advices to the Brahmanas. So this is all there in the Hindu religion. There was a dacoit. After purifying his mind by remembering the God and uttering the name of God for few years, he became a great rishi. So Ratnakar, and his name was, and then he transformed into Valmiki. So these are all the samples, the examples, and the truth that we too can realize God if we believe in the words of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. Thank you, friends. Thank you for today. We will meet once again in the next week. Okay.
First question is, if karma is the cause of everything, including spiritual growth and enlightenment, then how can we go beyond cause and effect? Should we not do any good karma and take the results to grow with them?
Now, if you take the good result, the bad result will also come automatically. That's why. We have to perform. The talk was based on that. We cannot stop performing work because it is in our nature. And not physically we are thinking. And that way also we are performing work. So that is the reason one has to dedicate the action at the feet of God. And suppose some bad thoughts are coming, so we have to pray to God, please, these are all your Maya, please don't bind it, and I don't have the power to fight against you. So please help me not sending those bad thoughts to me, and the God will not send it to you. So that is the way it's called. You are performing, but giving all those things to God. And now your question in the practical level, suppose in the office you are working hard, won't you expect the rise in your position and the salary? Of course you should. That is different, but mentally you are offering to God. You have to remember, you have to understand this. Physically we are doing something. In the monastic life also, whatever the action that we are doing, working over here, and then immediately we are reporting to our superiors in the headquarters. We say we purchased a house, transformed this house, organizing this type of things, helping the people in this way. We are reporting to them, and sometimes they are appreciating, sometimes they are correcting us. That goes on. But when we are expecting the appreciation from them, that will be problem. If they appreciate, no problem. If they are not, it is okay. But I know I am doing it for the betterment of God. So understand this, and slowly, slowly, whatever work that we do, we offer it to God mentally, and that purifies our mind. Thank you. Anything else? Achha. Now we will chant this mantra and we conclude. Niranjanam nityam anantarupam bhaktanukampa dhrita vigraham vai Ishavataram parameshamidhyam tam Ramakrishnam shirasa namama. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.